Hey guys, welcome back. It is your favorite Gimp of the Limp, and I'm back with a little bit more of the Order of Vampire Hunters. I have a few minutes here. I don't have a whole lot, but I have enough to go ahead and get done with at least one more round, so I wanted to take advantage of that real quick. We're going to jump right back into where we left off. Remember, we just had advanced the day-night turn thingy. We're set to go again. Right now, it's still day, so my hunters still go first. I have to remember, when it becomes nighttime, the vampires go first and they become more powerful. So when we had left off, my guys had moved down into this bottom room. Unfortunately, some of the card draws had been bad and dropped us an extra little wolf bad guy down here, chomp chomp nom nom guy. Woke up both of these vampires, an Upir and a Burrower. But Dummy over here did pretty well when he cheated and killed a Daywalker. I'm not going to worry about going back and retconning that, because if you've watched any of my other videos, you're going to make mistakes when you play board games. It's just going to happen. Don't kill yourself trying to correct every little thing. Just play the game, have fun. You're going to make mistakes in your favor and against yourself. I've always found that it evens out at the end of the game. It generally does anyway. But he did pretty well. He's cleared out, so we're going to try to have him move through. And I don't know how well this is going to work. We'll see. My goal is by the end of this round to have him moved up and reveal this room, see what's going on here, have this room cleared out, and then reveal this and see what's going on here, and hopefully also get my my extractor back. Now, I was trying to figure out, okay, who am I going to activate first? Because my lady girl here, Emma, she has this sweet axe, right? But when you're looking at the axe's stats, 2 dice, 3+ at range 0, 3 dice, 4+ at range 1. So if she swings her axe over against these vampires, she gets to roll an extra die, but has to hit one number higher. If she goes against the European, she rolls one less die, but has to hit one number lower. And it's pretty much the same thing from a boy here. He's 2 and 3 and 3 and 4 as well when he's conducting his attacks. But he does have the extractor card, so it's a free kill, basically. Now, this Burrower, let me grab the cards and I'll show you their stats real quick. The doggie's easy. The dog has 1 health, right? Dog shit. So, nothing to worry about. It's a warrior card. Burrower card. He only has 1 health as well, but he has a shield icon, which means he's going to absorb the first hit he takes every time, right? So the shield doesn't go away for them. If you only do 1 damage to him in an attack, you don't kill him. But if you do 2 damage on an attack, you kill him, right? The next one goes to his health. Only 1 health, he goes down. And then our Upir is actually the worst with 3 health. So if I had a choice, I would use the extractor against him, but to do so, it takes an action. So to do that, I would have to move here, which would be an entire action because of the vampires. I keep wanting to say zombies. Using 1 of his 3 actions. Second action to use the extractor, and then third action could be an attack, which isn't necessarily bad, but if I instead use the extractor against him, that's an instant kill. 1 attack here to kill the dog, which leaves me one more action that I could use to dink back over here to get that extractor card back so I could come racing back in this direction. So that I'm kind of leaning towards, and just have Sarah go nuts out against this guy. I think that's what we're going to have to do. Because when we draw our cards, the vampires don't attack everyone. They attack the active guy, right? Except for, stalking and stuff that's going on. So I'm kind of trying to decide which way I want to go, because I definitely want to kill him, but I definitely want to kill these guys. I don't know. All right, I'm going to take the chance that active engaged vampires aren't going to move against him and go ahead and use the extractor. I'm trying to go for maximum action efficiency here. So we're going to pop the card. And to signify this, I'm going to pop it back under Pete over here to signify he's in front of this door. It's just the playmat's kind of in his way. And it's going to drag this little burrow away. And he goes out the door. And he bursts into flames. And it's freaking awesome as hell, and I love that shit. So that's first action. Second action is we're going to attack this doggy. And unfortunately, the only thing that we have to do it with at this range is our wooden stake. So we're going to roll 2 dice, and we're looking for a 3+ on this attack. All we need is 1 3+ to kill the doggy. Ah, we got it. Ooh, that first 2 worried me there for a little bit. So, blah, doggy dead 2. I love that. Now I should get 1. Yes, I get 1. I don't believe. Hold on. I'm looking at the focus on these. I get 1 for the Upir, but or the burrower, but I do not gain a focus for the dog. The dog doesn't give me stuff. So 1 focus. That's nice. Now I have killed these 2. Got 1 action left. We're gonna go dink, dink, and grab that extractor back. So that completes his turn. He's away from all the vampires anyway, so this is good. Let's draw his day activation card here. Top does nothing. Stalking vampires up to 2 areas away. There are no stalking vampires up to 2 areas away. And active vampires, engaged vampires up to 2 areas away, move towards your area. Hold on, let me look at this because he is, I think he's 3 areas away. So this vampire's here. He would go 1, 2. If he were 1 area closer, this vampire here, he would move. So if AK here were in this area instead, that vampire would move and attack. I almost got very, very unlucky there because he would have conducted the attack against me. If you see the next one down, all the vampires in your area attack you. Thankfully, he's 1 area too far and cannot get to me. Remember, green means stalking, so basically unengaged vampires. Red means not stalking, so engaged vampires. He's an engaged vampire, and we don't have any stalking boys on the table right now. And then all other vampires, 2+ areas away, move 1 area towards the nearest hunter. And there are no other vampires on the board yet, so we don't have to worry about that just yet. Awesome. That card worked excellently. So AK's done. We can move on to Sarah. Sarah has 3 attacks to go after this guy, and her X is going to be 2. Now, what I could do, let's see, let's add up the amount of dice. I would roll 6 dice if I attack him 3 times, right? 3 times. If I use all 3 actions to attack, I could attack with 2 dice each, so that's 6 dice total. If I use 1 action to move back, it would also be 6 dice, but they would need to be 4+ instead of 3+. So mathematically, I stand a better chance of killing him if I stand my ground. Plus, if I kill him in 1 or 2 attacks, rather, I get a free search action I can use as well. So let's do this. All right, first attack coming from her X. No 1s, no 2s. God bless. All right, you're a bad die, and you're a bad die. I'll try this one on the next one. So that is 1 dingy ding against homeboy. Let's set this right here so we can remember he's got 1 ding against him. Second action is another attack, and that gets him. Nice. You 2, you stay. All right, good dice. And I believe an oop here is also, 1 focus point. So let's take and put a focus point on her. Bam! Just like that. She now has a focus point. He is dead. This goes off. I have 1 action left. Let's use her free action to conduct the search. And we grab a card here. Corrupted Bile. Son of a butt. She's got to stop searching. She has caused some shit. She had a cave in over here, and now she just had a corrupted Bible. Let's see. Fail, immediately resolve a terror event. Okay, her faith is only a single die, unfortunately. So I need to roll a 4 or higher on this attack, or on this test, to not have a terror event. Come on, give me a 4 or higher. Oh, thank God. Thank God. All right. Definitely good there. Let's get rid of that crap. She searched twice and drawn crap both damn times. She sucks. All right, one action left with her. Let's go ahead and use it for movement, which will give me one movement point there and second movement point to open the door. And I do believe if I can see in here, it goes ahead and activates it. Let me look, because I'm not 100% sure if I have to move in first before it reveals this or not. Let me check. Yep. Okay, so just opening the door does not trigger the encounter. You actually have to move into an area where an encounter token is. The encounter token is for this room, so we are not going to be resolving this one. We will have to do that on her next turn when she moves in, but it's not too bad because AK can still move. Let's see. One movement action will get him here. Second one will get him in the room, possibly farther in if he wants to move farther in. And then he'd still have one action, and he'd still have the extractor to use, which would be nice, which can be used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to here. So I can't get vampires back to there, but I can clear out any down here as an instant kill, and I still have an elder vampire in this area somewhere to find. So when he pops up, if he pops up during the day and I can hit him with the extractor, that's pretty much game over. That's easy win at that point. So let's hope that one happens. Okay, so we are looking at Billy Bob over here, and it's going to take him a fair amount to get going here. So let's see. One action, 1, 2. Having to spend another action, one action point to open the door, and then the last action point to move in here, so he's close. He's got one action remaining. This has triggered this token. You just have to move into any area of a room that has an unexplored token. So let's draw our encounter card, see what it's going to be. Remember, we're just doing yellows, so we do have a warrior and a thrall in this room. First time we're getting to see a thrall get to pop in. Warrior's going to be on 1. He's going to be sleeping right there. And a thrall, I can grab him out. He's going to be on 2. And let's see, 2 is back here. So both of these dummies are in the back of the room. And these are the thralls. Basically early stage vampires. Again, I mean, just quick, crappy, down and dirty little paint job on them, but I think it works well enough to make them look good on the table, and it doesn't take forever to get the stuff painted up and ready to go. And if we had a 4th hunter with us, then we would have another thrall, but that's not too bad. Just a couple of guys to deal with. Too bad there's no light source for this room to use. Okay, so here's the thing. What am I going to do with his last action? I could search. I don't know that I want to search, though, because the search deck has been ungodly mean to me. Maybe I go ahead and move up here because I can hide behind this crate. That's exactly what the crate's there for. It gives me a shield and an extra health, basically. And this is on top of what I have. So he could conduct some attacks and try to kill these guys. And I don't think we've seen the card for the thralls. So let's pull that up. They at least give a focus point, which is great. They don't have very good attacks and only 1 health point. So they're not crucial. So yeah, on the next round, I could move up with Billy Bob, take cover behind this. That way, if he gets attacked, they have to bust through the crates first. Try to silently take out the thrall first, and then go for the warrior. I could take them both out. Yeah. Billy Bob's doing pretty good. Okay, so that's going to be our plan on the next go round. So for the finisher here, though, we will end with 1 extra movement point that we're not going to be using, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry too much about that. All right, so we have this round completed, and there is a nice little reference card that I didn't show you guys earlier, but it just lets you know all the different actions you can do. Free hunter actions like the take the harpoon that I did earlier. Movement cost for things. Reminds you of your order on your day or your night, who goes first, how many actions. And then a quick little reference for special rules like for the elders or sunlight, that especially since this room is sunlit now, vampires are not going to appear or go into that room, sleeping vampires. Oh, I forgot, when they are asleep, Obviously, they're not going to move an attack, but the hunters get to re-roll once, which is very nice, especially for this guy who rolls a buttload of dice. He needs to get 5s, but he's rolling a mess load of them. Failed attacks will wake him up, though. Failed attacks, not just noisy attacks. That's something to pay attention to. I wonder if that's just failed attacks on them or just failed attacks in the room. I'm going to have to check that, because if it's the case that all failed attacks in the room, then my first attack on this window would have woken them up. I'll have to check on that specifically. But if I were to like take an attack against this guy and not kill him, even though he's got 1 health, then that would wake him up, which would wake up all the other vampires in the room. And then obviously, like when the awakening happens, the rest of the encounters are triggered, and then the vampires all start coming after you. But I'm hoping against hope, like I said, we can find that elder vampire, because that's the key guy. If we take him out before sun goes down, we're pretty well good. If we don't, then we're in trouble. All right, but like I said, this is going to be a quick one. You guys can stay tuned. I will have the rest of this up very soon. We just have to clear out this room that he's in. They're going to come in here. We'll have these 2 rooms to go after, and then this one, these 2 back here, and then the back hallway. But we do have the tunnel again that we can move through. So once I kill these guys, right, I could move up and then move through the tunnel and then pop out here if I wanted to, although I think it'd be quicker just to go through the door and come on around. But could use that to pop up back there too. So we'll just have to see which way I want to go with it. All right, you guys take care. I will see you in the next one.